Hey y'all, welcome to the red, the white, and the real. I'm Bianca Jacques, she's,
Jamie Hampton.
and this week we're gonna start off like we always do. Start off talking about our wine reviews. I have a really good wine that I've been really excited from a brand that I really love. So I'm really
Mhm.
excited to try because I've never tried this what's the word I'm looking for? This I guess this blend or this
I like the.
process. Yeah.
Mhm,
Never
mhm.
had this varietal before. So I'm very excited to try it. But I've been looking at it for a long time. So okay. Anyways, we're gonna do the wine review, of course. Then we move on into the press and the dregs. The press, we keep the stuff you press out the wine. It's the stuff you're gonna keep, use, and drink later. The
Mm.
dregs, stuff we toss away, the waste, the discard. We don't want
Get
it.
that.
Get it out of here. And then, we ended with a little bit of tea. We had our wine, we sip. Now we gotta get some tea, get some political tea, get some entertainment tea. Just talk about what's going on in the world and the zeitgeist. Because it's a lot of entertainment and scariness. It's all how you look at it. But anyhow, who you want to start with your wine?
Surely. Alrighty, y'all. It is fall going into winter. And so I have a mulled wine. This is the brand. I'm not going to try to say that because
Yeah.
the butchering will happen. Um, but it's a wine I've been wanting to try mulled wine since I went to Budapest years ago. And so I'm really excited. Apparently, you can enjoy it warm or cold. This particular wine is a product of Germany, um, but it is imported by a company in Jacksonville, Florida. Florida.
That okay. It makes so little sense. It makes all the sense.
Yes. It goes right along
It's
with what's going on.
it's very Florida.
Very Florida. So it says winter love. Our mulled wine drinks are perfect companion for a winter day. Simply heat in a saucepan until warm and serve. So if you get mulled wine, when you heat it, make sure it doesn't boil. If it boils, it kills the alcohol and it ruins the flavor.
Mm.
So they recommend you heat it to around 160 degrees if you have a thermometer, but just make sure it doesn't boil. This particular wine was only $6. So if it's
That's
good,
actually a really big bottle for six
yes.
dollars.
Came from Aldi. They also have an apple punch version, which I did get because we got to try. Um, but yeah, so if it's good, y'all go out and get it.
Apple punch sounds amazeballs. The kids don't say amazeballs no more, right?
The kids should. I don't know what do they say? They
What
don't
they
say lit
say?
anymore either. They say let it cook. Let them cook.
Okay, well then let the wine cook.
We're gonna let the
We're
water
gonna let the Guggenschlagen wine, because that's what I read.
look.
Cook.
All right, here's our unaerated version. There are like no legs. It doesn't cling to anything. It's very light. Um, it smells good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fruity. It is like a very light red wine, just warm.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like I don't know if it's like cinnamon. There's like a little bit of herby fruitiness to it, for lack of a better phrase. But so really good. I would drink it unaerated. Um, the aerated version, of course, so we can,
Mm-hmm.
be ready for our gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The herbiness is like stronger in the aerated version.
Herby.
Yeah, it's like can't think of. Okay, so you know how like teas kind of have that earthy, that's the word.
Okay, because I'm hearing URBY, Irby. And I was like,
I'm thinking like
put me
herbs,
on game. I don't
like
know what an
basil,
Irby is.
but
Okay.
yet like the earthiness of like a tea, but also like the very, very prominent fruit notes come through. So it is really nice. I could see this cold night, like if you're like doing an outdoor movie or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
This will be great to have on hand. Little sips. It's 9%, which is pretty decent. And like keep you warm without the like heaviness of maybe like a Merlot or a Cabernet Sauvignon might bring.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I would probably give this. We're gonna give it 3.5 sips.
3.5.
3.5. It's a good wine. I don't really have anything to compare it to because I've never had another one,
Mm-hmm.
but I would give it 3.5.
Okay.
Would do again.
I'm gonna get drink a little water, cleanse my
Clear the palate.
palate. I haven't
Yeah,
had anything to eat, but I'm just like,
clear the palate.
I didn't eat long ago, so let me, whatever. So my wine, 19 Crimes. Yeah, there we go. And it's this guy's face.
Oh, okay, okay.
A Shiraz. I've always wanted to
Yes.
try a Shiraz. 19 Crimes is like, I don't know why. It's probably because it's crime.
It's clutch. 90 Crime is Bay wine. It's amazing.
But I love 19 Crimes as a brand. And
Yeah,
they have never failed me though. Like the wine quality is always good at like no matter
always.
which one I've tried, I've always liked it. And then remember we stayed fully stocked last summer with all that Martha Stewart wine, her
Yes.
19 Crimes face on the wine. Um 19 Crimes ain't never failed me.
Mm,
But I've never had a Shiraz blend, I guess you could say,
hmm.
of wine. So I'm interested. It says a full round. And I like them because I'm a nerd. I like to learn stuff. And
Your
so
history buff.
I am a history buff. And so they have like on the back the little QR code right there to learn about who this man is and why he on the bottle and what crime he did.
What he done.
Um, and you can also read a little bit on the back. Tells a little bit about him being in trouble. His name was James Kelly, little Keeley, I guess. Kiely. Literally missed the boat.
Oh,
Exiled across the globe from his native Dublin, James was branded an informer by his fellow inmates and excluded from the Caltapa rescue boat, leaving him to live out the rest of his days in Australia. And so if you want to know more about that, you just do this little QR code and you be like, tell me more about this random fact. So I like that. But more about the wine. The wine says a and round, full and round with a lingering finish. Aromatics of raspberry, dark plum, and chocolate. So,
mm,
and it says like they have a light and bold scale that you can see right here on the bottle.
mhm.
And so they kind of labeled it somewhere in the middle.
Okay. Hmm.
So yeah, I like this. I'm very impressed with 19 Crimes.
It sounds decadent from the
It
notes that they say are in it.
Exactly. So, and I literally bought chocolate because it said it had chocolate in it. So I was like, maybe later on, like if I'm sipping it, I could eat pieces of chocolate, like, as a good
Yes.
pairing.
Yes.
My
Okay,
pairing.
pairing.
Just sit and watch something good and just, okay. So here is my unaerated, excuse me, of this wine. Hold on. It has an interesting texture
Hmm.
that I've never had like with another wine. Like I said, my first time trying this. It's like thick.
Okay.
Like, So weird.
Okay.
It's like a thick texture, not weird, weird, but like foreign to me. Um, it has like that kind of bitter bite to it that I really like as an
Mm-hmm.
aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see.
That's not what you want to linger.
Hmm.
That bite is not what you want to linger.
I like the bite.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Well, then, girl, let it linger.
Not bad. Because to be honest, I was deciding, do I want to try the Shiraz, or do I want to stick with my bite, my Malbec?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was at the store just staring like, which one do I want to get? Do I want to go with the Old Faithful, or do I want to try something new? And I was like, be adventurous, try something new. So that's what I did.
Would you say it's heavier than like a Malbec or like heavier than a Cabernet Sauvignon?
Much.
Okay.
It's much heavier, just in the texture alone.
Okay.
But it's really good. Like I said, that's not aerated. So here's my, Mhm. There we go. My aerated sample now. Mmm. Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, I like this a lot. This
Okay.
this gives like I imagine people who are living in New York, like invite your most interesting friends, the one friend who's a poet, the one friend, like just all these interesting people at a dinner party sipping this
Okay.
wine.
Okay. You giving me Frasier vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
The wine of childhood dreams.
This is not a, I guess like it's not a cheap tasting wine.
Okay.
Some wine is like
Mm-hmm.
you can taste the difference. You just some of it you can.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but this does not. This I would put out and be proud, be like, y'all taste my wine.
Okay.
Everybody, how y'all like it? Like that's how I would feel. But this, oh my gosh. And you can taste the chocolate. Like it's very evident.
Oh, okay.
It's evident to me. And the smell of it as well. I like these.
All right, Shiraz.
And say I'm very
Numbers.
there's there's very few that take me by surprise with the
Mm-hmm.
taste. So with that alone, that gives this like a 4.7.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Shiraz is almost perfect.
So Rose is almost because for me, Malbec and I can't think of the other one that I love, but one other one. Those are my go-tos, my high standard that I love. Those are my fives. This this is like I mean, nay I say 4.8. I
Okay.
give it a 4.8.
Okay, Shiraz.
Yes. Okay.
Definitely have to try one.
Yes. Gonna get you a glass.
What I do?
Um,
Are we ready for our press and our dregs?
yes.
Alrighty. I will start if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Go
Oh yeah.
ahead.
So my press this week is something I was reminded of today.
Hmm.
And it's really remembering why I teach. And that children are the future. I have a little friend, he a little rough. And I had a moment today where I can't say for sure, but there was an energy that a teacher didn't like him.
Hmm.
Um, and I get kids can be hard and things like that. And sometimes I forget that I have like this a little bit of a like extra ability to be like to forgive and move on with them pretty quickly because behavior is communication. What are you communicating to me? You
Hmm.
just threw a shoe at me, but what are you trying to say?
Hmm.
And so remembering that like kids are our future and I teach for them, and though it's frustrating and though it can be hard, they won't be like this forever. They won't have the same thought process forever. And so allowing them to grow and learn and not giving up on still trying to pour into them on a daily basis.
Hmm.
Um, This week has definitely been rough. The week before a break. I'm glad tomorrow's the last day, Friday. But yes, I am. I'm looking forward to refreshing, but also like reminding myself of why I do what I do.
Hmm.
Um, so yes, that's my press. You know, children are our future. You know, we're gonna pour into them even when it's hard. Um, and my drag would be being so independent at work, and not as in like not doing my job for myself, but just being more open to collaborating with people on my team. We had a really good collaborative meeting today about a student, and really good goals and plans came out of it. And so I definitely just censored myself. And so remembering that like there are people on my team who I can go to, I can bounce ideas off of, I can ask questions of, and being able to have like a safe space to do that. Because any teachers out there know it's not always safe to like go to people and ask them things. So that's my drag is leaving behind. I have to do it all by myself, and leaning more into um, the team I'm on and the expertise around me, to better serve the students that I serve.
Yay.
Hey,
Okay.
what about you, ma'am?
So my press, the things that I am discovering and deciding to keep. For me, it is important right now for me to begin doing things alone. I'm a big introvert. I'm very loud and wacky and goofy and out there a lot of the time. But most of the time, my true nature is me just being quiet, just kind of chill. And I need that. And I need to pour back into myself in ways that I intentionally pour into those around me. I need to be intentional about pouring back into me. And there's a couple of things. Plus, I'm just like wanting to, how do I put it? Step out of my comfort zone,
Mm-hmm.
step out of all that I know, and push my own boundaries in the good way, in the best way. Expand my own territory. Like I can't pray to expand my territory and then not like be afraid to actually have it expanded. And so that's kind of where I am right now. Um, and part of that is me being alone more. Um, yeah. So I'm enjoying that as of late. My dregs, eels, kind of goes hand in hand with that. It's the things, people, and places that are not aligning. I tried to do this without having to look at my paper and it didn't work. The and for my dregs, those are the things, the people, the places, the habits, all those things that are not lining up where I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with all the work that I've done, I am way closer than I thought. I am so close to where I want to be in the next couple of years. I can taste it. It would be foolish of me to give up now. And so as that finding that extra bit of momentum to keep going would also mean to remove the things that are holding me down and holding me back from getting in alignment and just running straight forward. So like I said, figuring out how to reshift things, how to move things, and how to just let things go. Habits of mine, perspectives of mine, um, people, places, and things. Letting them go because they're no longer, as I used to say, they're no longer serving me. And just embracing what I don't know, but what I'm also looking forward to and been praying for. It would be foolish of me to not keep going.
Hallelujah.
So
Chase
that's
your
how
dreams.
I'm looking at things right now. And I'm just putting a lot of stuff in perspective.
Hallelujah.
Mhm. Okay, so I got some tea. Yes. Sip, sip. So we're gonna start with, okay, so while I'm doing all this research for this, I'm not gonna lie to you, it made my head hurt. Like it's like
It's a lot.
it's a lot to
Life is
put it mildly. So the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights under Law and the NAACP came together and decided to sue the great state of Texas. So they sued Texas, but in my personal opinion, rightfully so, because of all that gerrymandering foolishness that we had to deal
mhm.
with, where they redoing a district and taking us off of racism light and putting us on racism extra dry. Like, you can't do that.
No one
No,
asked for it.
no one asked for this, and it was all so fast. And so a federal court in El Paso, Texas, voted 2-1 that the in favor of the NAACP and the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights under Law. And yes, I'm reading my paper because I was not going to remember that. And sip wine, you crazy. And
Mm.
so the federal judges ruled in their favor 2-1, which is crazy because one of the judges that was on the two, one of the judges voted was appointed by Trump. The other one was appointed by Obama.
Mm.
And then the other one guy, he was appointed by Reagan. So
Sorry,
I,
why are you still here?
girl, I expect him to vote how he did. Um, but anyway, so those two judges voted in that way. They basically, what they call it? Oh, change is coming. Just hold on. Don't you worry. Racially discriminatory and illegally diluted power of Black and Hispanic voters. I was
Mm.
like, that is the most succinct description of this BS that I ever knew. Y'all, like I said, y'all taking us off of racism light. We was all accustomed to racism light, low-cal racism.
Sugar free.
Y'all getting this decadent racism now, and we don't want decadence. Okay? We already, a lot of us got the sugar. All right? We don't need that.
We're tired.
Um, but with all of that, it's so basically they told them they gotta use the map that they had made in 2021 back
Okay.
in racism light,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
back do that type of stuff. That's actually more racism mild when I think about 2021, but we're not gonna. Um, that's more mild flavored, somewhere in the middle. But yeah, so apparently Texas is appealing,
Mm.
and with them appealing, from what I read and how I understood it, don't quote me directly on this one, but from how I understand it, with them appealing in this particular way, they're still able to use the deep fried, extra greasy racism map, and not the, regular burger map.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know how. And I like they were ruled that they had to use the one for 2021. So I don't know exactly how that works. It was very confusing because like these past couple of weeks, do research or some things. Look, just random rants. We didn't want to talk about some stuff because it was too daggone heavy, and we got lives, and we don't feel like
Woo.
reading stuff these past couple of weeks, especially when you haven't in so long,
Mm-hmm.
coming off the stint of whatever. Anyways, so what I do know is Texas filed for a what do you call it 30-day. They have a 30-day filing period that starts
Mm-hmm.
November 8th
Okay.
to pick their candidates for 2026 elections. So picking their candidates and picking which candidate is going to run in which seat,
Mm.
all is going to be based on this map. And they got since November 8th, from November 8th,
Mm-hmm.
I mean 30 days to figure all this out, but they don't know which map they're actually legally allowed to use yet. So we're just all kind of in a hot boiling mess right now. Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
So my next one is kind of all over the place too. It's about 45, 47.
Mm.
Boom, 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 boom.
Mm.
So there was about a month-ish ago a lady who was supposed to be sworn in and into Congress from Arizona, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And our current Speaker of the House apparently delayed, allegedly delayed her being sworn in because if you swear her in, allegedly, to the time that it would have been expected for her to be sworn in,
Mm-hmm.
she would have been able to been the deciding vote somehow on whether or not Congress is going to release the Epstein files. So they delayed her allegedly, allegedly, alleged E,
Everything is a
allegedly. They delayed her being sworn in during the time she's supposed to, and so or expected to. And so it's like this whole mess came out because everybody for like the past year has been going real heavy on release the Epstein files, release the Epstein files. That incident kind of lit a match under it even more.
Mm-hmm.
And so the little thumbs up. And so since then, like I said, that was a month-ish ago. So now, like I said, it's spreading like wildfire. Wildfire. So somebody asked Trump, our president of the United States, they asked him, she was a reporter, and directly her exact question was, what did Jeffrey Epstein mean when he said you knew about the girls? Well, since that whole kerfuffle, now all of a sudden there are emails with Jeffrey Epstein that have
Of
been
course.
leaked and or released rather. And now we're not getting the files, but we're getting emails. The emails are already incriminating, highly, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Mm.
Um, the emails say a lot of things, like about the girls, and like the
Mm-hmm.
question says, what is she asked him, what do you mean that you knew about the girls? And a whole bunch of other stuff. One of the emails says with Epstein and one of the someone in politics in our government named Wolf. It's too much. I don't even care to know this person's like full name right now. It's just not happening. But between, I'll say, Wolf and Epstein, this email says, this is in 2015, says to notify him that CNN is planning to ask Trump about their relationship. This is also from BBC.com.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Either on air, in quote, either on air or in scrum afterwards. Epstein responds, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Wolf writes, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially, now hang him, meaning Trump. You can
mm-hmm.
hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if you, if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. He adds, of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime. So, like we had talked about earlier, you were like, I got him either way. I
Mm,
can use this man in either way. And I'm like, but it's a lot of like really shady and
mm-hmm.
incriminating things in the emails. I don't want to read the sex stuff. I just don't. If you want, there's so much about the sex trafficking and all the things. I will say this though. One of the emails was talking about, oh no, one of the files, because Epstein, I'm all over the place. Sorry. One of the files had said that allegedly, 45, 47 had been with a person named Bubba, and that allegedly, Vladimir Putin, of all random people, have pictures of said been with. so, so I'm like,
Some things make sense. Allegedly, alleged sense.
alleged sense.
Uh, if Putin has alleged pictures.
If things were to be true, things would be
Mm,
make a lot things will fall in line and make,
mm,
yeah, answers
mm.
answers will be had for all. Um,
Whew, they don't want us to know.
so people are making this whole big kerfuffle online because apparently Bill Clinton's nickname is Bubba.
Say it ain't so.
So everybody was online because we don't take nothing seriously, making memes and making jokes, and it was so funny. And it went on for like 2 days. But now, so Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, has come out and said not only does the administration have the files like under lock and key in some facility, they are heavily redacted because they're
Mm,
taking out all the names of
mm-hmm.
the Republicans, not the Democrats, but just the Republicans that were there.
Of course.
And he also came out and clearly said the Bubba that you seek is not Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. And so
Who is Bubba?
that's what I'm saying. You didn't say that there wasn't a Bubba. You didn't say that there weren't pictures. You just said that we claimed the wrong Bubba. That's all you had to say.
This is a very interesting lack of denial of other
It is.
specifics.
It is. It is. So with all of this uproar and all this information, all this social media chaos and jokes and like all this reporter has every right to ask,
Mm,
what What did Jeffrey Epstein mean when he said you know about them girls? So when the reporter asked him, he lashed out, and that's why I'm like, you showing your tail right now to me. Every person has a tail, and you're showing yours because you're getting mad. He gonna sit up there and look at that lady and tell her to her face, quiet, quiet, piggy, and called the reporter piggy to her face. So you gonna insult her like a toddler
Girl, the most
because
juvenile of ways.
you didn't like the way. Okay, you didn't like the question. Oh, she hit a nerve.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
How'd the nerve get there?
mm.
Okay. All right. So that's my gossip for the week.
It's wild times.
It is a very wild time. It's very chaotic. I probably shouldn't check and see if I have lipstick on my teeth in the camera, but it is what it is. I am who I am. Go ahead.
Alrighty. We're gonna start a little heavy and then we'll get lighter as we go. Um, our first kind of pop culture-ish true crime story is that David is allegedly officially a suspect in the untimely demise of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. If you're like, who? What? Rewind. September 8th, 2025, a Tesla in an impound yard was having a funny smell. And so the people called the popos because if it's impounded, why does it smell? And they popped the trunk, and in the trunk was the dismembered body of Celeste Rivas.
Oh, oh,
Celeste is a 14 or 15-year-old girl who had been missing from home since April 2024.
oh.
She had told her family she had a boyfriend named David. Um, Allegedly, there's also a video of a teacher who was like, "There's a picture of David in his classroom."
Who is David? Who is David?
So
Because I'm just thinking of my cousin. Like, who is this?
David, stage name spelled D the number four VD. Yep.
VD?
Yep.
All right.
D the number four VD is David Anthony Burke. He is a 20 something year old singer. He has many a song out, I would guess. I don't know his music. So if you Gen Z, Gen Alpha, you might know. But he was on tour when his Tesla was found in the impound yard with Celeste's body in the trunk. And so while he was like, I don't know where my Tesla is. Um, how do you not
Did
know where
you
your Tesla
report it
is?
stolen? Did you do
These that
do you care to know?
I feel like you should because he's not like Beyonce. Like Beyonce lose a Tesla, what? Who cares?
No,
She
she
like,
lost a blue test.
look,
She like
we're like, sir. And so there are allegedly Celeste and David were in a relationship, though she's 15 and he's in his 20s. Um, and they had done different lives together. They had been seen on, I believe it's Twitch.
hmm
Don't quote me together. And so with her now deceased, of course, the police are investigating. They investigate the car. They investigate the house that they allegedly lived in together, and that there's alleged video footage of her going in and out with him from the security cameras around the house. They took out many a box of evidence and a again alleged um I don't want to call them an informant, but they were giving information. Anonymous source with the LAPD, who apparently has direct knowledge of the case, says that told ABC Los Angeles that David Burke is now not cooperative with the
mm
investigation. Previously, he was cooperating, and now he is not. And
mm
so, no charges have been officially filed. and no arrests have been made. But David is now a suspect, allegedly. So we shall follow and see what happens, because somebody needs to be held accountable for this poor girl's untimely demise. She was a whole baby.
She was a whole child.
Yes, her family needs answers, and they deserve to know. So R.I.P. Celeste, and we shall come back with a update as the story develops, because I'm sure there's going to be developments. Um, Keeping with our theme of true crime, former Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton was arrested at Atlanta airport on larceny charges.
Uh-huh.
Girl, making her the third Real Housewife of Potomac to have dealings with the law within the last couple years.
There's some gangsters over there in Potomac.
Look, DMV, stand up. We didn't know.
On Cell Block P.
Look. So reminders: Karen Huger, what was she? The Grand Dame of Potomac.
Yes.
Recently got out of jail in September for serving time for DUIs. Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband are currently awaiting trial on fraud charges for alleged insurance fraud. Um, if y'all have not heard, allegedly their house was broken into, and the insurance company says allegedly no, it wasn't. And allegedly things that were stolen were allegedly later posted on Instagram. So,
And worn on the show.
I didn't know that part.
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, they are currently out on $50,000 bond, and we'll see where that trial goes. But back to Mia. Um, a police report filed by her former landlord claims that Mia and her roommate Jared McGriff allegedly moved out middle of the night.
That sounds like a made up name.
Girl, Jared McGriff.
It looked like you looked around the room and was like, my name's Jared McGrift. Like,
Because something like a grift is like a con, right?
yes.
Well, her and Jared allegedly moved out middle of the night with like out warning and took $11,000 worth of furniture and a TV that was mounted on the wall. In the body cam footage released by TMZ and also all over YouTube now, Mia can be heard like, I didn't know there was a police report or a warrant. And so she was arrested and taken into Fulton County. This was not her plan. Mia left Real Housewives of Potomac during their 9th season finale after someone called her allegedly a bad mother.
Oh,
And
no.
she had plans. She was moving to Atlanta. She told her followers on Instagram that she was excited about this next chapter, and it was full of opportunities. And I'm sure going to Fulton County Jail was not the opportunity she was expecting. In the dash cam or the body cam video, you can hear her saying, like, I wish she would just give the storage key, like she has emails. So I'm not sure if she's talking about Jared has the storage key, or the landlord has the storage key. Is the furniture in storage? We don't know. But we shall follow up. Though you hate to see a Black woman in trouble with the law.
You do.
Black women have been through a lot of things. And then 300,000 of them have lost their jobs this year. So hopefully this is all resolved with Mia quickly. Though as always, the internet is undefeated. In the comments,
Lord.
someone said at this point, the P in Real Housewives of Potomac stands for prison.
I said Cell Block P. Come on.
Look, if you in the DMV, you made me not drink the water. Normally they say, the water gets you pregnant. Apparently, there's another P. The water sends you to prison. Be careful out there, Potomac friends.
God.
We are gonna. Oh, sorry.
Just to expand on what you just said.
Do it.
Sing along, sorry. So someone had mentioned how a lot of them don't really make the money that they claim to make.
Hmm.
And not just the women of Potomac, but like reality TV as a whole. Like a lot of these people are keeping up with the Joneses to keep up with the appearance because you can't be the same regular that you were last season. You
Yeah.
gotta come up. You gotta come look better. You gotta be thinner. You gotta be this. You gotta be that. Blah, blah, blah. You can't be the same as you were. But real life, you are the same as you were like last year. Real life, you don't change that much that fast.
Mm-mm.
Like you don't always have so many projects going on. Like you tend to lull. Life gets a little boring at times, but that's not good television.
Yeah.
So
Not aspirational either.
it's not. And so it's like I get why a lot of them might be caught up in money issues and why they feel like they had to keep up with the Joneses or else I could risk this check. Like I'm dang near spending all the check trying to continue to keep the check.
Mm,
I kind of feel bad for them in that sense. But yeah, that's all I'm saying.
yeah. And not, being on reality TV is stressful.
Yeah.
So hopefully, they can get it together and everything can be resolved before things have to go further. Um, but yeah, Potomac in prison. Y'all be careful out there.
Mm.
Cause
Yeah.
it ain't easy in them streets apparently.
Ain't easy in the streets. Easy in the streets. Okay.
Speaking of singers, millennial guys and gals, get ready again because B2K, all four members, and Bow Wow are going on a 28 city tour again. This tour is called Boys for Life. It's a reunion and it'll kick off in February in South Carolina. It's going to wrap in Hampton, Virginia. And I'm not going to lie, when they come to Fort Worth, I might be there. I haven't got to go to the rest of them, but we will see. Pre-sales just started and they have a lineup of people who you would expect. Some of the people who've been with them before, like Jeremiah, Waka Flocka, Crime Mob, and of course, Pretty Ricky is going to be there with the antics. It is going to be interesting to see if y'all remember prior tour, B2K didn't make it together. There's drama, there's issues. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make it through this 28 city stops intact. This tour is celebrating their 25th anniversary as a group, or at least in the
Oh,
public eye.
wow.
Right,
Yeah,
25
they did
years.
come out 2000, didn't they?
Girl, it's like y'all been out for a quarter century.
Because they were boy. That's what B2K stands for. Boys of 2000. They came out the year 2000.
Wild that it's been, you know what? Makes me feel old. Well, hopefully the boys 2000 can stay together for 28 cities. We shall see. I'm not gonna lie, tickets were not the prices I felt like they should be.
Mm.
I don't really want to pay more to see B2K than I paid to see Beyonce. So
Well, it's a lot of people on that tour.
it
That
is a
might be what
lot of people. It
that
is.
might be what it is.
Look, it's gonna be everybody need a check. Everybody.
Everybody gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat.
Look, I wonder if because back in the day, J Bug had was doing like promotions and tour things. So I wonder if this is part of his company. I might have to look that up.
Hmm.
But tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster if you are interested in going. Um, and we shall see. Will Boys 2000 stay together? Bow Wow gonna be out there doing Bow Wow. So yes, this is the end of my gossip. We gonna end on B2K. I was about to. I was thinking B2K. It almost sang a Backstreet song. So I feel like I'm aging myself.
Girl. And then I'm sitting up here now. You said that another song popped in my Until You're Back Here, Baby. Miss you, want you, need you so. I'm sorry. That was one of my white girl songs back in the day. I
Look,
feel
'cause
like every black girl back in the day, we had a white girl era.
yes, I feel like it's a millennial thing. Like there's songs we all know.
Yes.
Like it's every time like one of them comes on, like all the black millennials like you know this too.
And you walk up to dang near any black person born within our generation. All you gotta say is cut my life into pieces. And then
This
they
is
all gonna look at
the reason.
yeah. We all had our white people songs, like our punk rock.
Yes.
I keep seeing this meme. We're kind of off topic, but whatever. I keep seeing this meme that's like, hey, white boys, get in the garage. Make us some music. Cause I miss my punk music and my come
Yes.
on.
Gen Z, where are your garage bands?
See, I was very surprised because my cousin loves what's their name? My Chemical Romance. A lot of people
Hmm.
love My Chemical Romance, but that's our generation. That was when we were in high school. So I'm like, where's today's My Chemical Romance?
Yeah. You want, I mean, y'all got dating.
Where's where's today's Hooba Stank?
There was a little girl at my job had on a Green Day shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I'm like, your mama bought that for you.
Did
Your mama
did,
bought that for you.
but that is the end of episode 3. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. I don't know.
These are not spirit fingers. These. I know that if you're millennial, you're going to get that one.
You don't get that one. Oh my gosh. So many quotes from that I thought were so cool. And now I'm like, oh, that was corny as hell. Oh, we was kind of lame, but in a fun way.
Look,
Like,
I feel like all the best people are. Like, you
we
know,
are. I'm still, shoot, I'm still quirky.
hallelujah.
All right, that's our time. Tune in next Friday. We'll have so much more fun. Bye.
Bye.